first concept. If I only try to control this horse by his head, he's gonna win all day, right? He's way stronger than I am. Tug of war, he's always gonna win, right? If I can learn how to operate him from the body, then I'm gonna have much more luck of being able to control the whole horse, okay? So, so I'm gonna try to do the least amount in the bridle, or in the halter, right? I like this halter because it allows it to slide all the way up so I can work the side, and then it slides all the way around, works the other side, versus trying to operate underneath. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use this for support, right? Or emergency brake if all else fails, right? But I'm gonna use this to kind of help teach his body, and then pretty soon we don't even have to use this. He understands how to operate his head on his own. But if I start thinking of different points, like breaking this horse apart, because it's hard to control the whole horse. But if I can get control of pieces, then I can put the puzzle together, right? So the first, like, almost imagine like little dots or whatever. It'd be fun, like if we even got tape and, right? First is a dot is his nose. Okay, let's back up for a second. We're gonna be trying to operate him off of pressure, like our body pressure, right? Not off of pressure of the halter. I have 3 powers that I can use with my body. I can block him, like right? I can push, or I can draw. So I'm gonna use those 3 pressures that I have on these different spots on his body. Nose, shoulder, girth, flank, and then hip, right? When you were on that hip. And the point is to be able to use my like energetic pressure, right? And I'm gonna have to play with that because I don't know what kind of horse I have. Do I have a horse that's real sensitive and I barely even have to look at and they're like, okay? Or do I have a real, more whoa than go kind of horse where I might have to like up that body pressure, right? Imagine if you're walking on a grocery store aisle and you see someone with a cart and they're just on a mission, right? You're gonna kind of, woo, okay, out of your way, right? But if I kind of walked up to you like this, I'm not gonna seem as important or, as threatening or anything like that, right? Okay? So I'm gonna vary the difference of I'm gonna be careful not to create a draw, right? But I'm gonna be careful not to use too much pressure or not enough pressure, right? I'm just gonna, so the first thing so to get this horse to go, right? Like this, like, look, right? That took a lot of pressure. And it almost teaches him, if I ask him to go that way, he's gonna learn more and more and more to pull back. And then I'm gonna have to pull harder and pull harder each time. I'm just doling him out of pressure. The go button on a horse is his flank, right? It's right here. So I'm gonna zero we learned this yesterday, like where our eyes look is where you feel the pressure, right? Like now you feel pressure from me, now you feel pressure from me, right? That's where the pressure goes. So eyes are very important in this. I'm gonna guide him with my hand. I also might have to block him with my hand to say, nose, stay there. I'm gonna try not to put touch in touch though, right? I'm gonna put a feel, have you heard that term, like put a feel on the rope? Like if that's a pull, a feel is just like kind of gently guiding that rope up and suggesting he go that way, okay? He's already, okay. So, let's start again. Okay, so I'm right here. This was the other mistake the other day. People think like, okay, well, if I want to get in lunging position, like, I need to move my feet and get like, okay, right? Well, what he said right there is he just said, you moved he made me move my feet, right? So he can be right here, and I'm gonna make him move his feet to work for me, right, versus others. So from even here, I'm gonna suggest block, and I'm gonna start looking towards that flank. Might use a little kiss to motivate. Might put a little more feel on my rope. Good. You made the right step. I released the pressure, right? The pawing is frustration. He's saying, I would rather just eat than do all this stuff. We already did that. Ready? Thank you. Good job. So now, I'm even basically be like having a conversation the whole time with all these dots. Because now I'm just going to use my pressure to push. I need his hip to go away from me. I need a sand arena, right? Good. We might even come up more in the dirt and get out of this, right? I need the hip to go away from me because I need to be safe, right?
Yeah.
I need his body to curl around me. Oh, I'm in the dirt, dude. There we go. So I'm going to be saying, I'm going to kind of travel up and push this, like, almost imagine like I had a big beach ball like this. So you see there, like he's stopping, asking a lot of questions, and I'm going to keep stepping here. We'll say go through the front door, step here, open the front door. So my right foot is stepping to the hip, I'm looking at it, and immediately saying keep going. Flank to get a little more speed. Hip, open this front door. Hip, open this front door. Hip, open this front door. Flank means go. But you see right there we got into a little bit more of a conversation, right? A little more of a dance. I got him to go from just a couple steps to one circle to 3 circles, right? And then he got bored of the conversation or something, right? Decides to flip. So does that sort of make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm literally just imagining this beach ball, right? Because the safest position for me when I'm working in this proximity of a horse, right, is this posture. As soon as he looks away from me, I'm in danger, right? Because he throws his head that way, his hip swings this way, and bam, right? So that's this importance of teaching him the like appropriate posture that he needs to be kind of curled around.